Hi there everybody, it's UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator Halsey here from slimandstylish.stampinup.net. And today I'm playing with the Cutest Cows photopolymer stamp set and the coordinating punch. I have fallen in love with this set. It is so cheeky and so cute. Now I do have a little bit of a hint for you if you're going to be using this punch. So I'm going to show you that now. So when you have the punches like this that build together and make something, if you punch it out on some scrap paper, now I'm using this bright sort of yellowy one so you can see what I'm doing. Line up the stamp into that. So you've got the head and the body of this one. The other two pieces go on top of the punch out, but these two can then be stamped together and they will fit into your punch perfectly. So if you do one as a guide, use that to line it up, and you can see here it then punches the head and the body perfectly. Now you do get these extra pieces, which is an extra piece of hair, an extra piece around his mouth and a nose piece in case you wanted to build him up further. But for the main bit, which is what I'm going to be doing today, that is a great way of getting it done. Now, why I've already got these lined up perfectly on my block, I'm going to stamp a whole host of them out, lots and lots and lots. And I'm going to do a few different projects over the next few weeks to showcase this gorgeous little chap to you. Okay, so this video is going to be at the start of all the projects, and there's going to be a few of them that we work through. My tip for you if you do this is to work right to left rather than left to right, because you can see just in the side of the stamp, the punch is going over where the stamped image would have been. You can get more out of your paper if you do it right to left. And there we are. Loads of heads and loads of bodies, and they haven't been punched through because you've done them the right way around, and it's easier because you use the mask to start off with. So watch out over the next few weeks. There'll be quite a few videos showcasing these cute little guys to you, but let's have a look at what one we're going to be making today. So this is today's card. I really think this one is so cute. I very rarely do a panel in the middle of the card, but I do actually quite like this one. So first of all, you're going to want to make that first panel. So you're going to want some scrap basic white, and you're going to cut that into a square. So I've cut this at 8 centimetres by 8 centimetres. And then you want to have a panel to sit it on. So I'm using Daffodil Delight, and I'm cutting this 8.5 centimetres by 8.5 centimetres. And then that way it will sit on just as a narrow frame. Once you've done that, before you stick it on, you want to do your stamping and colouring, okay? So get your stamps out, and I'm going to be using this gorgeous sunflower set here. Stamp that on. I'm stamping it towards the middle of the card. And I really like these sunflowers. They look like cartoon sunflowers, and I'm really tempted to put a face on them. I haven't yet, but one of the videos, there's bound to be a face on these. They look like the ones in Alice in Wonderland. So I'm colouring that in using light and dark old olive, and I've put the dark down the middle. I'm colouring the entire leaf with the light. And then for the actual sunflowers, I am using dark Daffodil Delight here just to do a little bit of colour on each of the petals, a light pumpkin pie for the middle, and then I've gone through with light Daffodil Delight just to blend all of that in and make sure it's covering the entirety of the sunflower. Now you need your Stampin' Right marker for this and a ruler, and I'm going to be putting a frame around here. So I'm putting the frame at every 0.5 centimetre. And the width of the lines in my ruler that I can see through to make sure I'm straight is also 0.5 centimetre. So I'm just creating my own frame with dots, and at every 1, 1.5, 2, I'm popping those on. Keep going around till you've done the whole card, and it just looks like a bit of faux stitching, right? Then once you've done that, we want to be looking at sticking this onto the card base. So you can use either seal or multi-purpose liquid glue. For this, I've used my multi-purpose liquid glue, and there we go, all stuck down. I do really like this. I think it looks so happy as a panel. And then you want to stick it onto a piece of basic white. So this is 10.5 centimetres by 14.8. But before I do, I'm just going to add myself a sentiment on. So I've picked up the thank you and just popped that in the corner there. Stick that down with your multi-purpose liquid glue. And this is really good for this sort of thing because when you put it on, you can actually move the card around like I've just done. It's repositionable for a certain time afterwards, so you can just wiggle it into place. Now you want to colour in Daisy your cow, so I'm using wild wheat doing the hair, the nose and her little patches, and just a bit of shading in her ear as well as her hoofs. Once you've done that, I'm using the ivory for the middle bit of her nose, and then I'm using light crumb cake for the rest of her, and I'm putting that over everything, okay? So I'm covering what I've already done and blending it all in so it gives a tone effect on top of it. Pop a dimensional on the neck, and then you can add on the head. And I always put them at the side so it makes it look quizzical. I did say in one of these videos I was going to put it at a different position, but I haven't been able to because I think she looks better being quizzical. So there she goes, sat on there. Then you just want to pop on some adhesive and stick this onto your card base. So I was using my stamping seal, but I ran out part way through. Then I picked up a different one, and that one had run out too. And this is my problem. When they run out on videos, I'll pop them on the side rather than put in a new insert in. And then the next video, I pick them back up again, and I'll have 2 or 3 in a row that are all run out. So there's a little bit of a gap here why I'm just popping a new refill into that. And eventually I'm going to give up because the refills are kept underneath my desk and a bit difficult to get hold of. And I'm going to grab some multi-purpose liquid glue instead and use that. So it doesn't matter which one you use, but what does matter is once you've finished, put your refill in so that you know and you don't get caught short on a video like I did. And here's my finished card. So you can use whatever embellishments you like to make this look fancy at the end. I'm using the self-adhesive sequins. Love these. Love sequins, but I always find they're messy. So these ones that are already adhesive backed are just cute. And I'm using that gold one up in the corner. So this is the finished card. It's using the Cutest Cows photopolymer stamp set with the coordinating punch. And don't forget, if you buy both together, it's 10% off from my store. Thanks ever so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this card. If you do, please leave me a comment below. Pop me a thumbs up as it all helps my interactions on YouTube. You can get a closer look of it over on my Instagram page at Slim and Stylish, and everything I've used today is available from my store, www.slimandstylish.stampingup.net. Thanks everybody, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.